The LGBTQIAS2 plus PPS plus exclamation mark fucking full stop equals sign pound sign. I don't know, I've probably excluded someone here. Community has a stochastic terrorism problem, and that sounds horrible. But what exactly is stochastic terrorism? Well, in simple terms, it's when people disagree with you publicly. More after this very swift sponsor. It's true carnage in the stock market, unlike anything we've ever seen. The average stock is down 41.7% from its 52-week high, meaning that stocks will have to rally 71.5% now to get back to its high. With more interest rate hikes expected, Morgan Stanley, Deutsche Bank, and others are warning of another 25% slide in stocks. Meanwhile, gold is only down 8%, so it's proven to be a source of protecting wealth and a hedge against inflation. Billionaire John Paulson said recently that gold will rise when the US Fed fails to get inflation back to 2%. When the Fed admits inflation has won in a knockout, gold will soar. Call the Patriot Gold Group today before it's too late. Mention Bearing sent you, and you'll get best-in-class service from Patriots protecting Patriots. Patriot Gold Group has a no-fee-for-life IRA, where your IRA or 401k can be in physical gold and silver, and you may be eligible for the no-fee-for-life IRA on qualifying rollovers. Call US 888-298-5446 for a free investor guide today. Patriot Gold Group is Consumer Affairs top-rated gold IRA dealer 6 years in a row. So call US 888-298-5446 or visit the link in the description. Wikipedia says, stochastic terrorism. While the exact definition has morphed over time, it has commonly come to refer to a concept whereby consistently demonizing or dehumanizing a target or group or individual results in violence that is statistically likely but cannot be easily accurately predicted. Vis-a-vis disagreeing with someone on the internet. And ladies and gentlemen, the latest stochastic terrorist in the USA is Matt Walsh. Right-wing grifter who works for the Daily Wire and has circulated such hatred as kids should not be butchered and chemically castrated. And what is a woman? The Daily Beast reports. A Nashville area hospital has shut down a webpage for its transgender care centre after a right-wing commentator and podcaster attacked the clinic for providing gender-affirming care. On Tuesday's episode of The Matt Walsh Show, Walsh claimed that Vanderbilt University Medical Centre doctors drug and mutilate children. Castrate and butcher them. When they provide the services to help children transition. In a string of tweets promoting the episode, Walsh screenshotted a segment of the hospital's trans clinic website that he claims offered chemical castration by offering services like gender-affirming hormone therapy and puberty blockers. In response, Vanderbilt took down the clinic's website. On Wednesday evening, Walsh tweeted that Vanderbilt responded to his accusations. They do not specifically deny anything in my report. Their only defense for drugging and mutilating kids is that their parents allegedly consent to it. Some online critics claim that Walsh's accusations were going to get people hurt or even killed. You see what I mean? Matt Walsh should not be expressing his opinions on the internet. That is stochastic terrorism. That is stochastic terrorism, especially when those whose opinions are mis or dis or cis information. Let's hear it directly from Vanderbilt Hospital.
We can provide gender-affirming hormones on an individual who is on a pubertal blocker, depending on whatever kind of blocker they've chosen or we have discussed with them, or they can present to us at a later stage of puberty, and then we provide the gender-affirming hormones. Previously, the Endocrine Society recommended to start these at age 16, but we all know that would be delayed puberty, right? Not 16-year-olds don't start puberty. So more recently, they did update that to say as early as 14.
So when we talk about the WPATH guidelines, so in order for our patients to really successfully undergo these surgeries, we do, again, follow these guidelines. So a lot of times it's for insurance purposes, but again, insurances kind of follow suit with the WPATH guidelines for the most part. So for any kind of top surgery, we do require one letter of persistent, well-documented gender dysphoria by a licensed mental health provider. We ensure that the patient is capable of making fully informed decisions on their own. They're the age of majority. However, for a lot of our younger patients, again, if they are 16, 17, here at Vanderbilt, if they have been on testosterone, have a parental consent, we're able to do a lot of the top surgeries for those patients.
Ooh. Gender-affirming hormones for individuals who are on puberty blockers. Boobie removal surgery for kids as young as 16. That sounds like a bit of chemical castration and butchery. I don't know, that's just me. But he also had a crack at Boston Children's Hospital on similar grounds, which is just as outrageous. So the Children's Hospital Centre for Gender Surgery... the Children's Hospital Centre for Gender Surgery... Let's just take that in. Says patients who want to pursue chest surgery, boobies being cut off, must be at least 15 years old or have the following: a letter from a medical doctor or nurse practitioner stating that you have persistent, well-documented gender dysphoria and specifying either the length of hormone therapy or why you are not taking hormone therapy. A letter from a mental health provider stating that you have the capacity to consent and that any significant mental health issues are being addressed. So, Matt Walsh expresses his opinions on stuff that's actually happening. Some lunatics call in some bomb threats to these hospitals, which is actually despicable. And Matt Walsh is at fault? Because wrong opinions? Give me a f***ing break. But aside from the stochastic terrorism stuff, I was under the impression that minors cannot consent, which makes perfect sense. But while minors can't consent to having sex, they can all of a sudden consent to having sex organs removed or permanently, potentially, rendered useless. Am I taking crazy pills?
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Me. Anyway, let's refer to the internet's voice of reason, the Young Turks, on this matter.
All right. Unfortunately, Matt Walsh has demonstrated the actual impact of spreading hatred on the internet.
Oh my god, I can't listen to this bitch. It's like she's speaking out of her nostrils. Where's Chunk? Even Chunk's not as annoying as this.
Look, guys, get a sense of how terrible a human being he is. So he said the same thing about Boston Children's Hospital. Almost everything he says is a lie. And so when he says it's a fact, by the way, these hospitals, can you please fight back? I get it. You guys are not in politics, and you probably watch mainstream media, so you probably think the right wing is, the same as the left wing. I can't tell the difference. No. They're coming for you.
What did he say that was a lie, Chunk?
They do these insane things. If you keep cowering and you keep running from them, they're going to be further enabled. If he says something is a fact about you and your hospital, and it is not a fact, you should sue him. That's how it works. And instead, when you run, it enables him. It encourages him. For God's sake, look at what they did to Alex Jones by suing him. Because in a court of law, you have to present facts.
So as in they're like chemically castrating kids, as in giving them hormone blockers or puberty blockers or whatever the fuck, and they're chopping tits off? That is a fact. That's what they're doing, Chunk.
Look at what's happening to Donald Trump in a court of law.
What's this got to do with fucking Donald Trump? You just cannot get over Donald Trump, can you, Chunk? Get over Donald Trump. Fuck me.
He lost 60 cases in a row.
Uh-huh. I mean, the fucking world could be ending, and this cunt would go back to Donald Trump. He'd go, oh, how much of a bad guy is Donald Trump? The world's ending. It's fucking Armageddon. There's nuclear bombs going off. The aliens are invading. There's disastrous earthquakes. There's fucking tidal waves. There's fucking everything. But Donald fucking Trump. Get over Donald Trump, cunt. So anyway, quick update. Since all this shit happened, the Vanderbilt Hospital has announced they're suspending gender-affirming surgery for minors. I mean, why would you do that? If it was all kosher, it was all above board, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense.
Why would a Wookiee, an 8-foot-tall Wookiee, want to live on Endor with a bunch of 2-foot-tall Ewoks? That does not make sense.
And here's Matt Walsh's response to his attempted cancelling.
I do not apologize. In fact, by all rights, you sick freaks should be the ones apologizing to me for lying and defaming me And doing it all because I'm trying to prevent you from sexually mutilating children. You damned monsters. You child-abusing psychopaths. I wouldn't apologize to you, soulless parasites, if I had a gun to my head. Instead, I'd rather just tell you all to piss off. I apologize for nothing. I concede nothing. I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob of degenerate morons.
Yeah, I can respect that. I can appreciate that. I don't agree with everything he says, but Matt Walsh seems like a good guy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you've got any comments, please leave them down below, or at my super duper gay half stepbrother-in-law's Twitter account, bskills. That's with 3 L's and an at the start because it's Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-ta, goodbye.
Recession, session.